Hey Juicers, Jay here. Welcome back to my channel. I've been gone for a little while because of course I've been back in school and it has been really crazy. I told you guys that I switched subjects, so I went from teaching 4th grade all subjects to 5th grade just science and social studies. And switching from science to science and social studies, I've really been focused on making sure that my classroom is hands-on. When we analyzing things, whenever we are doing our science experiments and stuff like that, to keep it engaging. At my school, we have a large population of Hispanic, and of course I do not speak the language, so I try to make sure that I have a lot of interaction and interactive things going on in my classroom and a lot of moving parts. And that requires a lot of planning, to be honest with you, and I'm not making any excuses. I'm just saying that I've been kind of focusing on setting my culture, setting my environment. I find that whenever you are trying to scaffold things too much, you tend to kind of glean away from what you want your high students to be doing, and because you really want to bring up your low students, but you have to make sure you have an environment that meets the needs of all students. And that's what I've been focused on. My biggest thing is I'm trying to make sure at my school that I am fostering an environment of collaboration, of talking, communicating, and getting to know one another on deeper levels mentally. I feel like a lot of the learning right now has been kind of surface level, and I'm trying to inspire them to think deeper, and the way that I'm doing that is through their exercises. Last year I kind of fault myself for a lot of a lack of growth in my Hispanic population in my classroom, because I kind of pair them all in the same area and let a para work with them. And when I let that para work with them, she kind of translated the learning. This year I have them spread out, and the way that I have them spread out, I do not have them with the same people all the time. I do Kagan structures in my classroom, and with Kagan I normally do a numbers pair up. So what that means is I do another pair up, which means that if I want like groups of 4s, I don't just go to that one particular group and say, oh, you guys work together, and just keep them in a disarray. What I do is I'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 throughout my whole classroom, and then I'll start pairing them up in those different areas and capacities. And whenever they go to these new groups, I do go and I check on them to see how they're working with others, if the other students are collaborating and fostering that whole share out together. Even if they're putting their hand on one piece of thing and someone else is putting their hand on the other thing, that this time they're working alongside their English speaking student as opposed to in their own area with a para. So it's been a lot, to be honest with you, of planning, a lot of thinking ahead for those sorts of things, and a lot of changes going on, but I'm rolling with it. I just got off for Labor Day weekend. I had so much fun. I went to Houston, Texas, and did kind of like the day party scene out there with brunch, and I went to a little after spot afterwards and had a blast. But now it's back to work. We're gonna be pretty much at work all the rest of the month, October, and of course everyone is waiting on Thanksgiving break. I just be waiting for the weekend. I feel like every weekend is a break, and I try to make sure that I take that weekend time to spend with my family. So I just wanted to give you guys a little update as to my whereabouts and let you know that the juice box is just getting started. Thank you guys so far for those who have decided to stay and subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to a lot of content that I want to put out. I have been doing a few hauls on the side, so I want to show you a few things that I wear to work and how I choose to dress. As you can see, I'm sporting my 99J vanity wig, and I just think that this is a great fall color. It's like a wine color, and I just really love this color on me and on my skin. I'm trying to update my visual because a lot of my videos at the beginning were super dark. So I'm just trying to change up a few things, slowly but surely getting my YouTube to where I want it to be. So I just thank you guys for your support so far, those who are watching the videos and the content that I'm putting out. I'm trying to, like I say, evolve and change the channel, but the support is greatly appreciated. If you have any emails or any comments that you would like me to answer, please email me a comment below and I'll get back to you guys soon. Thank you, Juicers, so far for supporting me. I'm still trying to get to my first 50 viewers, and by getting you guys to subscribe. If you listen to me this long rabble about where I've been, then you might as well subscribe, sis. Bro. You might as well subscribe to me. And I just thank you guys. I will be candid on this channel. I do have a lot of students that be all in my business on this channel. I don't got my eye on y'all. But I really appreciate the support, and I'll be talking to you guys soon. Peace. Hey guys, welcome back. This is another day, so I was just coming back to you guys to let you guys know how this week has been going. Show you my little outfit of the day. Of course, every teacher need LuLaRoe in their repertoire. I love these dresses. I'm a plus size woman, but when I wear this dress, I can actually get this in a medium. You know, it's a little tight on the arms, but because it's stretched, it don't bother me too much, and I just love it. It flares out at the bottom. Of course, you can't see that, but it just make it really fun. So I just wanted to show you that. I also talk to you about another day in 5th grade. So at school, I've been implementing, like I say, this character program in the classroom. And today, our word for the day, our character word for the day was considerate. And one place I found that the kids are not really considerate at is on the bus. And I had to actually go on the bus and pretty much tell a student off about his behavior on the bus, because he had been clowning so much the lady wanted to put him off. So I asked him, I said, do your parents have a car to drive you to school every day? Will they bring you to school? Will they pick you up? Do you want to lose this privilege? Because riding the bus is a privilege. And he was like, no ma'am, and giving me a lot of respect. But it's almost like they don't be considerate to the fact that it's hot on the bus. It really is. It's super hot in Louisiana right now. I don't know when we're going to be seeing any cold air. The bus driver's been sitting out there waiting to pick them up. And by the time they get on the bus, it's hot. They're ready to go. And they're getting on the bus, clowning around, horseplaying, hitting each other in the face, kicking each other, pushing each other. And she's just getting tired of it. And I can't blame her, because I don't even have the patience for that. I'm going to be honest with you. I wouldn't even have the patience for that. But even if I have decided to drive a bus, they would have to be quiet. They would have to read something, whisper, but I don't want to hear anything. I want to focus on the road. I have the bus driver have a lot of turns to make. They have, and plus, like I said, it's hot, so there's no AC, so you already just uncomfortable. I would just probably need super silence. So I can understand. And she was like very fed up with him and really wanting to take this privilege away. But I'm like, okay, give him to the end of the week. We're gonna talk to his parents, talk about it, and see what's going on. But that word considerate, I'm like, man, you gotta be considerate of other people's feelings and how they feel. At the time that she's picking them up, and she's an older lady, like, what if she decides she's not gonna drive this bus, and we have a bus driver shortage in the town right now? So what if you are the cause of someone else giving up on their job? They're not considered and have to understand it at a young age, because we can really hurt people, and we can really cause them to want to give up on us. And I was trying to explain that to him. I mean, I really didn't have time, but he seemed to understand what I'll see tomorrow. They always seem to understand when you're talking to them in a moment, but other than that, I always try to teach them that integrity. Having integrity is doing the the right thing even when no one else is looking. Even when no one is looking, or no one who's going to get on you is looking, make sure you're doing the right things. And it's almost like in one ear and out the other in elementary. Like I said, they're in their pre-teenage, and they, you know, they're growing up and they're learning boundaries and what they can do and what they can't get away with, and who they can and can't get away with things with. And I don't know, it just gets a little frustrating in certain areas like that. And also being considerate in my classroom, I have a lot of Spanish students, and those Spanish students, they really are so cool. I love them. They so fun and stuff like that. However, because I do not speak the language, I always have a little friend that come translate what I'm trying to teach. And I find it that we kind of team up. You know, I team up with a student and we get the learning across, and that environment is so enriching for them. For me, I'm like, because I am I guess I don't even know how to put it. I'm more of a hands-on teacher. Like, move around, see what everybody's talking about, making sure everybody is on task, monitor. It's kind of hard to sit at the jelly bean table or sit at the table with a group and not be moving around. I am an avid walker. By the end of the day, I have 15,000 steps on my Fitbit every day. I am a walker. I pace the room. I monitor, I look around, I'm all in everything. I'm like, oh, like even at lunchtime, some people sit down. I'm not a sit down. I'll stand up, I'll go watch my little food down if I have anything. And other than that, I'm just moving around. I just, I don't know, I just feel like when we, and that's because at this point, there is not a lot of integrity in students. So when we're not around, that's when the mess happens. So the more we're trying to form those collaborative relationships and stuff with teachers in the presence of students, they feel like we're not watching. And I never want them to feel like I don't have my eyes on. I'd be standing up there like a hawk. What's happening? Yeah, I'm watching. Yeah. So some people think that's crazy, but to be honest with you, when I'm not watching, and that's the biggest thing, my kids, they get on social media, they be in these group chats and group talks and stuff. A lot of mess happen outside of school, and the stuff that's happening inside of school, if I see it, come here, no, here, what's going on, hurry up, let me know. I stay on top of it. I stay on top of them, because I never know what will happen and what can happen. So that's just the type of person I am. I just don't want any drama. I don't want them to feel like at school they're going to be getting away X, Y, and Z. And also I have trained them that we are part of the 5th grade academy, and the 5th grade academy is operated a certain way. So I just stay up and I move around and I stay on top of things like that. And I'm not saying that things can't get away from me, or they may not get away with things, but as much as possible I'm monitoring. And I just do that very, I believe in that. And to be honest with you, I believe in that because in elementary is my biggest bullying years. Like when I was bullied after school, someone wanted to fight me every day. It was a boy who wanted to fight me every day, and a lot of stuff was happening outside of the presence of teachers and stuff like that. And I didn't feel comfortable talking with anyone, so I try to stay up and alert and catch stuff myself. Like, cause kids, they don't be wanting to talk to adults about that. But what's going on? Why you sad? Who's talking to you? What he did? What she did? You know. So I just try to make sure that I am visible, even if other people are not. And that's just my personal thing. Everybody don't have to do that. So yeah, I'm just talking to you about my day, about my week, and what's been going on in the 5th grade. To be honest with you, when I first started this channel, I thought I was just going to do a lot of in-class stuff and talking about my classroom. However, I see a lot of people talking about their classroom and what they did as far as decorations and stuff. My decorations are up, and life is really happening in the class right now. So I just wanted to talk to you about what's been going on with me. I love my channel. I love keeping up with it. I love that people are watching, and I love that people are subscribing. It's slow, but it's surely growing and increasing, so I appreciate the love. If you guys have not subscribed and you have watched so far, please subscribe to my channel down below. Hit the like button, make a comment, and support your girl. You know, it's pretty cool. Well, juicers, I'm gonna sign off. I think I talked enough. I was just letting you guys know a follow-up to what's going on in 5th grade, what's going on with me. I do have a clothing haul that I'm gonna do really soon, so stay tuned for that. And other than that, I'll just keep you guys posted as to what's going on with me and what's coming up soon. Okay? Well, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.